I'm here to talk about the meme coin supercycle, why it's happening, and why it will continue. So, the meme coin supercycle is not just a prediction about the future. It's already happening. If you look at the year-to-date performance of all the major crypto categories, they're a mixed bag with a lot of disappointments and a lot of underperforming tokens. But if you look at the bottom right of the screen, you will see that meme coins in particular are dominating in terms of outperformance right now. Old memes are doing well, and new memes are doing particularly amazing. The era of all crypto assets moving up in unison is over. We're all going to make it is dead. This is a natural step in the evolution of the space. If you look at the first 3 pages of CoinMarketCap, you will see that only 43 tokens have outperformed Bitcoin year to date. And does any category stand out? You will see that 13 out of the top 20 are meme coins. So why is the meme coin cycle happening? There's reasons internal to the space and reasons external to the space. So first of all, there's a massive overproduction of tokens, right? There's 600,000 new tokens being launched in 2024, and this was just as of April. And there's over 5,500 tokens being launched per day. They're extremely inflated altcoin valuations at centralized exchange listing time, right? Let's ignore the software for a moment. Founders get zero cost basis on the token. VCs and angels get to buy a large percentage of the token cheaply. And then centralized exchanges, market makers, Twitter KOLs, Twitter TH artists, Telegram callers, YouTubers, they all get either token supply or dollars in order to talk about the token, right? And ultimately, retail is the exit liquidity for this. When you're launching at $10 billion valuations, retail is the exit liquidity that ultimately gets dumped on. All of the altcoin price appreciation has been relegated to the private rounds. This is what you typically see in Tier 1 VC-backed infrastructure tokens this year. All of the FDV grows. It happens in the shadows. It happens in the private markets. By the time something gets listed, it gets listed at $5, $10, $15 billion valuations. So retail does not get to benefit from this at all. So they deliberately, I believe, they deliberately list altcoins at extremely high initial valuations so that even after the initial negative 90%, which is inevitable, the seed investors are still up 100x, while retail mistakenly think that it's a discounted bargain. All of the 2024 launches on Binance are literally down only. Every single one except 2. One of them is WIF, which is barely up since listing, and the other is Jupiter, which is obviously meme coin trading infrastructure. Like that in and of itself should be sending a signal here. GameFi, just as a sample category, not looking particularly great either. There's very few non-speculative dApps that have been hits in this industry, and we've had smart contracts for 10 years. So if you look at Uniswap, Pump Fund, Polymarket, Fantasy Top, Jupiter, Phantom, DYDX, GMX, Hyperliquid, Rollbit, Shuffle, Blur, Tensor, Solana, and big parts of DeFi, literally all of this, and these are probably the highest PMF products in crypto history, right? They're all either directly related to or dependent on speculation. 99% of altcoins don't justify their valuations, and they often say that it's the regulations, which is the main reason why they don't revenue share, but it's not in their interest to do so, because there are many projects that literally make $500 in fees per day while trading at $5 to $10 billion valuations, right? And goes without saying that these infra tokens aren't going to become monetary stores of value either. So if these tokens make it easy to be valued in Microsoft Excel by investment banker types, then it will be obvious to everybody that they're 100x overvalued. They need the narrative. They need the mimetic premium to support their overvalued market caps. And the crypto token markets don't seem to value revenue over hype either. This is a list of tokens that are most frequently hyped as kind of like large and legitimate revenue producers, which they are, but their respective tokens, they haven't been doing particularly well either this year. The 2 exceptions are Banana, which people use to trade meme coins, and Aero, which obviously benefited from Base's meme coin season as well. So revenue creates a floor, but it also creates a ceiling. And this is probably the most important. Binance research themselves have pointed that there are $155 billion worth of unlocks coming in the next 5 years. That is a huge headwind to anything technological. VCs can't publicly embrace the meme coin thesis because it would pose risk to the valuations of tech alts, a lot of which haven't even launched yet, right? And so, just a reminder, meme coins are already fully circulating, and they have no unlocks. Last but not least, Doge, SHIB, Pepe, and WIF have already proven to the market consciousness that these things can go to 5, 50, or even $100 billion type valuations. And so people are finally waking up to the idea that the token is the real product. And the crypto industry is a token production industry that is masquerading as the software production industry. Many new launches look like this. 80% of the supply in the hands of insiders. This is completely broken. Goes without saying that this does not build community. On the other end of the spectrum, you have something that's much more organic. If you look at the most organic and bottom-up meme coins, you will see that they effectively enabled poor hodlers to get rich, who subsequently become unpaid full-time evangelists for the project. And I think in the next couple of years, you're essentially going to see this ideological war. For a crypto industry that's so obsessed with decentralization, it's crazy how centralized some of the altcoin holdings have become. So the entire token market cannot sustain itself without retail inflows. But the vast majority of retail never cared about technology. Why would they care about that? Does retail care about some blockchain being slightly more private? No. Do they care about some blockchain being slightly faster? No. Do they care about ZK snarks? No. What do they care about? Let's be real. They care about making money, they care about having fun, and they care about belonging somewhere. So meme coins are not a vampire attack against crypto tech. Meme coins are a vampire attack against crypto tech tokens. Big difference. So both meme coins and altcoins are actually selling you the same product. It's the token, not the software. And meme coins are a counterattack of the trenches, right? All tokens, doesn't matter if it's a tech token or a meme token, they're tables at the casino. So why should we play at your tables when we can create our own tables, right? Meme coins are a spiritual reincarnation of the 2017 ICO wave, but in a new form. And even crypto tech projects, if you look at past history, that managed to create cult-like communities and outperformed for a couple of cycles in a row, are those that either had an ICO or had some other way to let retail buy cheap before a major run-up. Why does this matter? Because when you're trading attention, a relentless community is the secret sauce that you need to look for. And if you don't enable poor people to get rich, then you have no community. And in my opinion, airdrops don't build community either. So there's also external reasons for all this. Even from 4 years ago, the world is changing, the world outside of crypto. Inflation is going rampant, money supply is growing fast, the prices of everyday goods are skyrocketing, AI is going to be coming for your jobs, not even STEM degrees or computer science degrees are a safe way out anymore. Wealth and income inequality are as high as they've ever been, and the situation outside of the developed world is even worse. Accelerating loneliness, accelerating sexlessness, accelerating mental health issues, all of these are going up. The amount of time spent online obviously growing year by year. There's competition, everything is becoming hyper-competitive. There's few remaining perceived ways to make it by people, right? Especially young people. There's diminishing influence of religion in society. This is just an undebatable fact. And last but not least, all of this is essentially a crisis of meaning. And I believe that all of the above is bullish crypto, it's especially bullish meme coins, and it's especially bullish cult meme coins. Last but not least, stories create trends, right? For trends to emerge, there need to be stories that are percolating across the industry and the world at large about people making large gains in a particular new category. Without naming any names, we've already seen 4 or 5 of these with Pepe, we've seen 4 or 5 of these with Bonk, we've seen 4 or 5 of these with WIF, this cycle, right? And all of the phantom wallet screenshots that you see of people finally making it, they don't come from utility alts, they don't come from tech alts, they come from memes. And this is why momentum is important. If you study past cycles, because of momentum and reflexivity, the things that outperform in the first half of the cycle is the same thing that outperforms in the second half of the cycle. Again, meme coins are the outperformance thus far. We've seen this with Ethereum. It pumped in 2016, it pumped twice more in 2017. Verge, pumped in 2016, pumped twice more in 2017. Solana, pumped in 2020, pumped twice more in 2021. You've even seen this with NFTs, pumped in 2020, pumped twice more in 2021, right? So this momentum is important, and I believe that the meme mania, quote unquote, we had in March of 2024, I think that was just the first of the 3 pumps. And I think there's 2 giant pumps coming in 2025. So if you look at the top 20 new memes, it's only 8 billion. That just all of the new memes are still cheaper than a single VC-backed vaporware, right? So altcoins are 800 billion, unlocks are 155 billion, memes overall are 40 billion. I don't think Doge and SHIB matter anymore. The new stuff is 8 billion. That is unbelievably cheap. And money, especially retail money, it naturally wants to pump something that is easiest to pump, and that is going to be the new memes. Every cycle, the crypto asset category that outperforms the most is the one that is new, weird, and misunderstood. And parabolas are much more likely to occur in assets that are difficult to value. So not having a revenue is actually an advantage. With each cycle, the main altcoin narrative is becoming crazier. My theory is that this is a byproduct of inflationary pressures on society and its collective mental and hormonal well-being. So anxiety essentially pushes the swarm further down the risk curve. And you're seeing this with the main topics that are essentially in vogue with each cycle, right? Here's what you need to understand. Every single altcoin out there is actually working on 3 products. They're working on the software, they're working on the community, and they're working on the token. Meme coins are working on 2 products, the community and the token. People do not need technology or even a promise of future dividends to purchase a crypto coin. All they need is to like it and to see people talking about it. Any of you who are on crypto Twitter, I'm sure you understand which topic is being discussed the most right now. On utility, a lot of VCs and thought leaders are gaslighting you into believing that meme coins don't have any utility at all. I strongly disagree. And I believe that the best meme coins actually have more utility than almost all tech alts. What do they offer? Having fun, loneliness reduction, identity, hope provisioning, friendships, being a part of cutting-edge culture, sense of belonging, a guild in the MMORPG that is crypto, experience of teamwork, greater sense of participation. They are what DAOs were supposed to be. Relatability, emotional connection, mission and meaning, entertainment and being happy, charity, collective artistic expression, collective imagined reality, storytelling and lore building. And it's just hilarious to think about even the possibility of getting rich off of memes. So it kind of becomes a reflexive, self-fulfilling prophecy. And all of this is before we discuss the token itself, right? So we can debate how much utility memes have, but it's not 0. And it doesn't matter that there's no revenue. People are paying for these services and participating by simply buying the token. All of this logic doesn't just apply to meme coins. The same logic applies to altcoins as well. But memes do it better because of structural, tokenomic, and emotional reasons. And here's my controversial opinion. Altcoins are not about technology, and meme coins are not about memes. What they actually are, they're tokenized communities. That use different narratives and techniques to recruit people and get the price to go up. And Degen Spartan has this famous infographic, right? Even there's quote-unquote fundamentals, it's still predominantly mimetic in nature. I edited that to display how I see it, right? So the actual utility of any altcoin is probability times magnitude of future dividends for token holders, right? We know most of the time it's not going to lead to anything. But 90% is still mimetics and speculation. For meme coins, it's actually similar. There is some non-zero emotional value, but 80–90% of it is still mimetic and speculative. And what I think is happening in the industry right now, and what you will see in 2025, is that meme coins are stealing the mimetic and speculative premia away from altcoins, right? People are realizing it was never about the tech. It was always about the tokens themselves. So the tokens are just gambling chips, and meme coins are a much better product. They're a much purer product with much greater product market fit than any tech alt. So here's what you need to understand. Any crypto asset that doesn't distribute cash flows to your wallet or is a store of value is a meme coin, period. So 99.999% of altcoins were meme coins all along. Altcoins are simply meme coins with more steps. It doesn't matter if a token is a tech token or a meme token. So what does actually matter? These are the factors that I believe actually matter to catch the next outperformer. Community, poor people getting rich, perceived maximum upside, token distribution, attention, fairness, organic price discovery, eliminating class warfare and bitterness within the token holders, no unlocks, no supply overhang, focusing on new coins which can enter price discovery and avoiding old coins which have backholders. Price action, obviously, positive momentum, evangelism and community participation. Where can you buy it? Authenticity, holder growth rates, No VCs and VCs having to buy at market. No cabal and cabal having to buy at market. Who the whales are, who the KOLs are, who's talking about this on social media. Obviously, the concept and the meme itself, but it's only a small part of it, as you can see. The message, decentralization of all kinds, cultiness, people not selling, simple, emotion, a good story. It needs to be a good narrative, the freshness of the narrative. You want people to want to be a part of that thing, that group, that movement, right? Inspiration, trends and cultural zeitgeist outside of crypto. Participation stickiness, and probably the most important is what I call free cult labor. And notice how not a single one of these has anything to do with software or revenue. These are the factors that actually matter. You are focused on technology, but the crypto industry is not a technology-first industry. It's an asset-first industry. Even the name of this conference is Token 2049. Instead of tech, you should be focused on human condition, retail motivation, and asset distribution. Meme coins are here to stay. People ask me, there's going to be billions of them. I say that's totally fine. 99.999% of them are going to be in the PvP category, aka hyper gambling. You want to look out for those that want to be multi-cycle. You want to be buying those that are trying to be the next Doge, trying to build a long-lasting cult, trying to be a brand, right? And if you ignore the current crop of hungry Zoomers on crypto Twitter, you will understand that most retail doesn't actually want to gamble and constantly rotate. They want to buy and hold something that they resonate with. This is why PvE memes are going to succeed in the end. They want to believe in something. And the word meme coin is a misnomer. It's only about 30% about the meme itself, and it's 70% about the people. Again, what meme coins really are, they're tokenized communities which use the meme as their symbol and their banner. And there's going to be different flavors of them. So, the best PvE memes are going to be cults. What is a cult? It's a group of people that are extremely passionate about a cause. If you've been kind of studying any of the Silicon Valley blogs from early 2010s, you will see many startups always trying to unbundle Craigslist. And at the risk of being a little bit blasphemous, I think what you're going to see in the future is the unbundling of religion. It is essentially a Swiss Army knife which offers a bunch of products. It offers identity, culture, escape, loneliness reduction, community, hope, and a bunch of other things. And I believe that religion is losing influence in the world, and brands, experiences, and communities are filling that void. You can already see that with video games, music festivals, yoga, DMT retreats, CrossFit, SoulCycle, keto, and obviously financial assets, right? You know how culty Apple, Tesla holders are, how extremely culty Bitcoin holders are, and I believe we're going to be seeing similar phenomena with memes. So, meme coins have shared values, shared lifestyles, shared principles, and understand that memes themselves are only a part of this, right? And so it doesn't actually matter if something is a tech alt or a meme coin. What actually matters is whether it's a cult. Most crypto outperformers have always been cults, both tech and non-tech. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Cardano, Chainlink, Dogecoin, SHIB, Tau. And a lot of people focus on money and attention, but you also need to focus on time, energy, and labor. And I don't think people are going to be putting their time, energy, and labor into VC-funded tech projects that are already at 10 billion, because if you don't have community, your token is dead. So why is being a cult desirable? Because people are not going to be selling. People are going to have very high rates of participation. You're going to have an army of schizos working for the coin 24/7, even while you sleep. And you're essentially going to have holders, some of which are engineers, designers, and influencers, providing labor for free. So I always like this tweet by Sisyphus from April 2024. He said, meme coins are making people realize that nearly all of the tech in crypto is a smokescreen designed to sell you a token that does nothing, marked up 100x from the private round. This is why VCs don't like meme coins. It threatens their core business, which is selling vapor. Just briefly, NFTs, I think meme coins are going to go much higher because instead of having 3,000 people promoting 10,000 illiquid JPEGs, you now have 100,000 people promoting one single liquid token. This is how I see the meme coin space evolving. You want to be focused on things that are going to become cults, brands, or movements. How to value them? They're not equity, they're not debt, they're not currencies, they're not quite like tech alts either. The best meme coins are emerging mini religions and need to be analyzed as such. I see them as financialized vessels of faith, and I see them as vessels collecting dissatisfaction, both within crypto, but also with the world at large. So if meme coins are a financialized middle finger to crypto, movement coins are a financialized middle finger to the world. And meme coins are simple, and tech alts are complex. Retail doesn't want to study about staking, restaking, or impermanent loss, and they're much more friendly to new people. So putting it all together, meme coins are simpler than tech alts, They're more liquid than NFTs. They're safer than DeFi. They have no inflation, no unlocks. They have no one dumping on you. You have better odds than with sports betting or casinos. You have more volatility, aka excitement. It's a fresher narrative. It gives retail a chance to win. And the community is much more passionate than in any other crypto asset class. And the best crypto products don't require token, and the best crypto tokens don't require product. Again, meme coin cycle is not a prediction. It's already happening. Memes are dominating every metric, every single metric. So these are my predictions. 1 trillion for meme coins market cap. You're going to see 2 memes above 100 billion. You're going to see 10 memes above 10 billion. A quarter of the first page of CoinMarketCap is going to be memes. 10% meme coin dominance. Utility and VC-backed alts will continue out underperforming. Fat protocol thesis will slowly die because building store of value and casino number 4 and number 5 is getting increasingly hard. VCs will be buying blue chip meme coins. Smart ones are already beginning to do so. TradFi will be buying meme coins. Smart ones are already beginning to do so. And you will see hyper meme coinization before hyper Bitcoinization. And a lot of people talking about economics of belief, tokenization of faith, and financialized new religions. For more insights, follow me on Twitter at @mustopmurad. And remember, stop trading and believe in something. Thank you.